Parked at this truck stop and spotted this old girl right here. I was talking to the guy. He's from Oregon up in Utah that way with the old Freightliner. We'll do a quick walk around. You guys take a look at it. He says he gets a lot of guys who want to take pictures of it. Good looking old truck. Old girl still making money. All right, good morning. It's Saturday morning. We left Louisville about 2.5 hours ago. We got a nice easy day of driving. I stopped to make some lunch. So make lunch and another cup of coffee. I'm trying to have somewhat of a healthy lunch. Have some oatmeal. Heat that up for a little bit. So this is kind of my routine for my coffee. Just like you make it at home. Thursday I got a lot of paperwork done. Friday I worked on the truck, which was yesterday. Yeah, that's a lot of coffee. That's alright. Remember that bolt I had that was loose? I had to tighten that up, and while I was back there I went ahead and checked all the other bolts and had some that were loose. They weren't like finger loose, but they were loose enough with the wrench. So I tightened those up. And then this morning I went to leave, and let me show you here real quick. You hear this right here? That's the high-low selector. And the high-low selector was not working this morning. The airline had come loose. So I did get that fixed. But that was a little project this morning I had to do. So now we're just waiting for coffee. We're almost to the Mississippi River here. The arch is right over there. I don't think you guys can see it though. Whenever I cross the Mississippi here in St. Louis on this bridge right here, I always think of that Chevy Chase National Lampoon Vacation, where they're crossing the Mississippi River. The Mighty Miss. So you might be able to see the archway. There's the Mississippi River. Man, as soon as we get to the other side here, we'll be in Missouri. There's the Missouri sign. And I think that's the Cardinal Stadium there on the right.
Continue on I-64 West.
Goes through downtown Busch Stadium. Got probably about 5-7 miles of this kind of road right here. Then it'll open up a little bit. Won't be too bad. Alright, good morning. We're in Belvis, Missouri, off of Highway 36. We're at a Love's. We spent last night here. We drove about 500 miles yesterday. Bailey's doing good. We're gonna go get some fuel. There's fuel aisle right there. I wanted to go through the process. People ask me how I get fuel, and I've talked about it before a while back about my fuel card. Somebody hacked it. So we got a fuel card that looks something like this, which is kind of the equivalent of a debit card. So I can load money on that card. I've already loaded some money on there. We are going to get 100 gallons. Fuel price, I think, is $4.80 something a gallon. Mercer price was $4.69, so it's not the cheapest fuel, but also have a Love's card that I get rewards with. Now, I used to use this for showers, and I still get showers on there, and I've had people ask about my shower credits. They still on there. I'm a nice guy. If somebody's ever standing there and they have to pay for a shower and I just happen to be standing there, I'll give them one of my shower credits. I haven't took a truck stop shower since October of last year when I bought this truck, so I'm enjoying that. So anyway, we're gonna get 100 gallons, and we got about 550 miles to go today. It's weather. There were supposed to be snow flurries, so I'm not too sure how the weather's gonna hold up. I don't think any great accumulation of snow, but they were talking about snow flurries. All right, let's go ahead and pull up to the fuel aisle. All right, we got our fuel and a cup of coffee. So I left Louisville on I-64, run over to St. Louis, got on 70, run to Columbia, Missouri, ran up to Highway 36. I like to run 36. It runs parallel to 70, but it misses Kansas City. So we're actually going to pop out over near St. Joseph, Missouri on 29, I think it is. On 29. And then we're going to run 29 up to Omaha, Sioux City, up in that way. So from right here, we got about 500 miles to go.
Leaving all my worries, I prepare for something new. Whatever it was that held me back, I'm sure it wasn't true. Holding on too long and unresolved questions hold you down. What could have been a friendly smile has turned into a frown. I'm moving on and on. On and on. I'm moving on and on. On and on. I'm driving in my car, the road is long and full of dust. The landscape changes around me, on and on, I feel immersed. Whatever happened to me, happened for my highest good. I read that in so many books, now it's almost understood. I'm moving on and on. On and on. I'm moving on and on.
Alright, we've gone about 150 miles. We're at a little rest area. We made it over here to I-29. It's like a truck parking rest area. Bailey's doing good. She's done her business. Let's go outside and take a look, double check our load here. Alright, let's check out everything. Now, I don't know if I told you guys, but I remember I had a loose bolt right there. Well, while I was in Louisville, I went ahead and I checked all the bolts on this side and the other side. I did find a couple that were loose, so I'll keep an eye on them, but did check on that. Load's doing good. Got a little bit of rain, a little bit of sleet too. Just hitting the pads here. There was nobody in this rest area when I stopped. Everybody else decided to stop too. There's not much room here. It's a tight squeeze. See, from the front of the truck to the curb. So I don't know if that guy parked next to me or not. No. Anyway, all right. Load's looking good. Trailer's dirty, but it's holding up good. Checking tires, make sure we got all our tires. Thing looks good. Always like to step back, kind of look up under the truck, make sure nothing's leaking. Bailey's sitting up in the window. And we'll double check our headlights. We got 2 headlights. We are ready to go. All right. Whew, we made it over here. I think we're near Watertown, South Dakota. We're at Stone's Truck Stop. I was just outside. I showed you guys that cab over right there. It's cold and windy out there, and the wind is blowing this way, so it's going to be blowing right into the radiator. But we're at Stone's Truck Stop. This is a nice little truck stop. We're about 22 miles from where we got to deliver. Let me see what the name of this place. Watertown. Yeah, Watertown, South Dakota. Stone's Truck Stop. Had a good day today. 500, right at 549 miles. So had a pretty good day. This afternoon went pretty good. I listen to a lot of podcasts and stuff while I'm driving. I do listen to some music. One podcast I listen to, people have asked me, is it's called The News Junkie. The News Junkie. They're out of Orlando, Florida. 104.1. You can find them on any podcast things. I download their podcasts. But they were talking about radio guys, and they were talking about the Grease Man. And I spent some of my high school years up around Washington, D.C., Baltimore area, and I remember listening to the Grease Man. My bus driver that would pick us up, she listened to the Grease Man, and I remember sitting on the bus listening to the Grease Man. So that was back in the mid 80s. But brought back a lot of memories today. So I was on YouTube and I found a bunch of his stuff, the Grease Man, a bunch of his stuff on YouTube, and I've been listening to his stuff today. So anyway, brought back a lot of memories. Anyway, it's the end of the day. I'm in a good mood. We're gonna unload this tomorrow. Got about 200-mile bounce over to St. Cloud, Minnesota. We're supposed to pick up some little bobcat things. I believe they're like skid steer things. And then that's going to Ohio. We're going to deliver those on Wednesday in Ohio. And we're going to start looking for a load going home. So I need to go home. The county fair. We haven't gone, Teresa and I, ever since we've been married for 20-something years, we have gone to the county fair every year. And we started to realize we never planned it that way. It just turned into one of those things every year we go. Teresa, as a little girl, used to go to the county fair, the Pima County Fair, and she was in 4-H, and she showed cows and goats and all kinds of stuff. So the county fair means a lot to her. And because of COVID the last couple of years, they haven't had the fair. And this year they're having a fair, so she wanted to make sure I was home to go to the county fair. So that's one of the things. There's not too many dates or days that Teresa requests I be home, and the county fair was one of them. So we're gonna go home. We're gonna make it work. But anyway, all right, that's it. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later.